Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, plenty of shit talking, and where we don't hang up banners for random tournaments and division titles. That's what we don't do. Yeah. So, I'm your host, and a little sad but still proud Titans fan, JC. Joining me this week are...
First of all, I don't even know why you're sad. You're still... Actually, yeah, I do. Hey, guys, it's Chicken Wing.
Know exactly.
Wow. I know y'all missed me, but... That's right. Oracle's back. Don't worry about me.
Oh, Lord.
No, I didn't miss you at all.
Someone stop him, please. Please.
Working on it.
Work faster. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rob, the Lions fan. Contrary to what everyone keeps telling me.
Bucks fan.
I hope you're picking my team this week.
Good evening, DJ here.
Possibly.
Cowboys fan, and there's another week that's gone by, and we have another instance of Mike McCarthy failing to do his job as a head coach, but we'll get more into that later.
Yeah, it's all right.
Phil.
This is Phil. This is Phil. I was trying to pull up my picks.
Take a drink.
Yeah. I'm not drinking tonight. Too sad.
What?
Yeah.
You're not drinking? No. We need that. We need that Phil to stay, bro.
I'm too sad.
Yes, sir.
I'm too,
Yeah.
you don't want to drink when you're this sad. It's not good. It's not good.
No,
for you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's correct.
So that's right. That's who I am.
Yes, plenty to talk about. Quite an interesting weekend. I think all of our teams except for Rob's and Chicken Wings lost. Those are the only ones that won this past week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely won.
Yeah, Lions won.
Fuck
Yes.
Fuck you.
Not that other team, because I know we're not talking about that other team.
We're talking about the other team. I mean, you picked them to win, so, because you love them so much. How much you love Baker Mayfield. Anyway, we'll recap how we did for Week 15. Talk about a couple sporting topics, overreact to some stuff, and then make our predictions for Week 16. And for most people, if your playoffs didn't start last week in your fantasy playoffs, they're going to start this week. So getting down to the end of that too as well. So, but let's start with how we did with Week 15. Let's see here. Rob, Nori, Phil, and Chicken Wing all went 11-5. Not bad. I went 10-6, and DJ 9-7. So
Terrible.
Trash. Stay beneath me.
Chicken Wing holds the lead at 134 correct picks on the season.
Ooh.
Phil has 133, Nori 132, DJ 129, Rob at 127, and I'm at 122, working my way to not finish last. I'm gonna get there eventually.
Hey man, you still in it.
finishing
Hey, listen, you still in it, bro.
still in
Don't believe the haters. Okay.
Just
Why
need
did you
some
say that
of you-
again?
Just need some of you fuckers to have a brain fart again and forget to save your picks. That's just what
I
I'm
just-
doing.
I just need you to say it again. Who's in the lead?
Huh?
Yes. Who's in the lead? Say it again. Who's in the lead? Yes.
Well, let's start with how we did this week anyway. Rob?
I hate this guy.
I told you. Listen, to everybody at home, I was really under the weather, and I listened to the show the day after, and I had so much hatred. Think of this like a roast
I don't know
session.
why.
I'm coming back
What did we
at
say
all
that
of
was
you.
wrong? What did we say that was wrong?
Exactly.
Everything that you said was wrong.
What are you
Fuck
talking
out of
about?
here.
We just gave you the pick.
All
We just
right.
gave you the
We
picks.
just gave you the picks
we thought
that,
you-
We just picked
Yeah.
what we thought you would pick. I mean, it's
Nah. That's okay, boys. I got
That's
this.
what we did.
Yeah,
The
we just
Can you at
prediction
least
was,
agree with me
okay,
on
we
what I
thought
said
you
about
picked
Patrick
this team,
Mahomes? Can you
so-
at least agree with me on
Fuck.
that? I mean, Jesus. So.
Yes, I can agree with you,
Okay,
JC.
thank you very much.
Patrick, my homie.
Yes, I could agree there.
Okay.
He's a crybaby. It is what it is.
That is what it is, yeah. So I'll have something else to rant about too, I'm sure. But starting with week 15, picks we regret, picks or anything that surprised us. We'll start with Rob since by tiebreakers he won the week. So what you got, Rob?
Regrets I regret. Picking the Bucks even though they won.
Wow. Wow.
Because they won with Baker Mayfield at the helm.
They look pretty good, Rob. I got to say,
Yeah,
they look
they
pretty
did.
good, buddy.
You know,
Yeah.
Also trusting the Oilers to win it out, but evidently
Yeah.
the Texans are pretty legit.
Did you see their response
No.
on that one?
I sure did.
Oh.
Oh man, they were all over Tennessee.
Fuck them. I don't give a shit.
Good for me.
The oil.
Welcome
the
back,
oil
JC.
on the oil on the logo.
Yeah. Assholes.
Welcome
They're
back,
just
JC.
salty. Them jerseys will never be theirs. That's what they're
A little bit.
So, yeah.
You're right, though. You're right.
Hey, I was rooting for you guys. That was the only time I'm ever going to do it in your Oilers jersey.
Oh, those jerseys are beautiful. I don't care.
Hell
what
yeah,
they
bro!
say.
I was rooting for you too, bro. Like,
And
for real.
we were chasing trying to chase Texans out of taking the South.
Well,
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
I'll have more to say about that when it's my turn.
All right, my bad, man. My bad.
Right, you're right.
Well, Phil, let's. Or Rob, did you have a surprise for the week? Or
Surprise, yeah, Seattle actually being king of the West and taking out Philly.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Geno Smith, that's
Blue
right.
GT, baby. Yeah.
Believe.
stop it.
I was happy, bro.
Stop it now. Stop it right now.
Yeah. Hey, tell him, DJ. Tell him you're welcome.
Tell who it is?
I'm not.
Who it is?
I'm not telling him. I don't respect him. I don't owe him anything. I don't owe him a damn thing.
oh, you love that white quarterback. Don't lie.
You do, bro.
I
You do.
don't. I don't. Look, what we need to do is. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Phil,
Yeah.
you're up.
I was very, very surprised by the way the Raiders put it on the Chargers.
Oh my God.
I picked the Raiders. I think we all picked the Raiders.
We all
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
We did.
But-
Look at that.
I didn't think it was going to be, all of that.
A
Yeah.
massacre.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I definitely saw Carolina and Atlanta going the way it went. The Cowboys, man.
They weren't there, man.
Yeah, no. We were talking before the podcast. I call it the Bills game because the Cowboys definitely wasn't a Cowboys game.
No, it wasn't.
Man. All right. Chicken Wing, what about you?
Well, sir, I can say that
All right, JC, go ahead. Your turn.
I hate you so much.
All right, yeah, my fault.
The pick I regret, honestly, the pick I regret is the Green Bay game, and I was telling Rob about this. Like, I regret not switching it after I saw the injury report. I told Rob, I was like, it was like 2 minutes before the cutoff, and I was like, maybe I should switch it. And like, I had it, and I never saved it. And by the time I tried to save it, it was like, nah, fuck off. You're too late, bitch. And so I was stuck with the Packers pick. But outside of that, I don't regret any of the pick. But you guys got the surprise picks already. Cowboys getting their ass stomped, and same with the Chargers. They got their shit. I don't even want to talk about that. But yeah, I got nothing else.
I think I regret trusting Denver, especially going on the road to Detroit. Now that Detroit, the way Detroit was reeling, who knows? Surprise for me was Carolina winning with less fans in the stand than every Texas State Championship high school football game we had this past weekend, because that was embarrassing, the crowd size for that game. Atlanta losing to Carolina. But interesting bit of trivia. See if you guys know this. Carolina has 2 wins on the season. For the entire season, how many plays have they run in the fourth quarter where they've had the lead?
6.
Okay, that's Rob.
Or they-
I'm gonna say 3.
Okay. Check away. You got a guess?
1.
All right, Phil.
Bill?
See if he's got a guess. Is he getting a drink? What's going on here?
That's what I was thinking. There
Phil's
might be
definitely getting a
opening some
drink,
wine.
boys.
Like he's getting some whiskey and wine, so he can
Alright.
chase it with the.
Phil, you there?
Sorry about that. Son was calling me. I went on mute and then I disconnected my whole device.
Okay.
My apology.
Oh, you're good.
You got a guess?
No, unless somebody just calling, I'm good. I was
Okay.
trying not to.
Well, I was asking a bit of trivia because the Carolina Panthers have won 2 games this year. How many plays have they run in the fourth quarter of this season where they had a lead?
Ooh. Like 10?
Okay. The correct answer is 0 because both their wins have come on walk-off field goals.
Damn.
That's
You can believe that.
That's
that
embarrassing.
is
But
something.
since I was the closest, I win.
For the teams that lost.
You know what that? You know
Since
what
I was
that
the
means?
closest, I win.
No,
Alright?
you
know what
don't
that
win.
Is that
means?
how that works?
Yes, that's exactly
That
how that
means
works.
that means the kicker is definitely the team MVP.
I guess so.
Correct.
He's won
That
both
is
their
correct.
games for him.
Wow.
Yes, that
Just
is accurate.
big shocker. I thought, okay, Atlanta can cruise with this one, at least get something. But now they're making a change at quarterback. Everyone's making quarterback changes late this season. I'm not at all surprised by the Dallas game because the Cowboys have not beat a team with a winning record on the road this season. They're just a different team away from Dallas. So
Notice how that changed, DJ. First, it was not a winning record. Now it's a
Yeah,
road. You
That's
hear that shit too, right? Yeah, I heard.
hey,
My turn. My turn yet.
yeah. The only thing I'll say is this: fuck you for anyone sitting there saying the Oilers uniforms belong in Houston. No, they don't. JJ Watt,
I mean-
shut the fuck up. Okay. City of Houston
That man
didn't
did not
want
do
the
anything
Oilers
to
years
you.
ago. They let him go. Now they want him back. Seriously? You're like that
Well-
scorned ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend that tries to get that someone back when they let him go years ago. Nah. You didn't want it then. You spent 4 times as much money to get the Texans. Just quit crying about it. If you're sitting there whining about uniforms, that means the Titans are still in your head even after you won. All right? Quit worrying about us. Worry about your little season. We'll see you in Houston in a few weeks. So, all y'all sitting there saying the Oilers uniforms belong in Houston. No, they don't. If they belong there, you would have spent the money to get them a new stadium years ago. That's just the way it is. So, they belong in Nashville. They belong with the Titans, who, by the way, Nashville is building a new stadium for the Titans because that's what you're supposed to do when you want to keep your football team in the city. Just throwing it out there, Houston. You fucked up years ago. You can't get it back. So, deal with it. All right. Well, yeah, DJ, it's your turn. Your thoughts on Week 15.
So we'll go ahead and start with the finger banging that the Raiders gave to the Chargers.
God.
Yeah. So Mike and I's little brother is a huge Raiders fan, and I had a chance to talk to him earlier this week, and he and I had the same general idea. When we saw the score at halftime, we thought it was a joke. We thought there was a misprint. We thought that they, transposed the numbers and it should have been 24-0. But no, it was 42. And then I got a chance to watch all the highlights. Spoiler, there weren't any for the Chargers until the third quarter. Everything was for the Raiders. That was insane. You have one-handed interceptions going on. You've got deep balls all the way down.
Screen pass too, by the way.
Exactly.
Pick 6 on a screen
I mean,
pass. God damn.
How do you do that? Oh, I know. You're the Chargers. That's how you do it. That's how you make that happen. Charger. That's what happens there. And what's the quarterback's name? Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell. You out there slinging it like Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, there's that. We don't need to go too much into that. Chargers fans have heard enough. All 6 of them. So moving right along. Yeah. Congrats to the Lions. But yeah, I regret trusting that the Broncos would get that win. I don't know. I thought the Lions would continue reeling and the Broncos would keep it close and win it late, but the Lions had other ideas. I'm more surprised that Sean Payton felt the need to yell at Russell Wilson, and then during his post-game presser, basically say he was upset about the call. But you're saying you're upset about the call, yet you're yelling at the quarterback that you're upset about something he didn't do. So if someone wants to make that make sense, they can do that. I don't get it. Yeah. I guess we'll jump to the elephant in the room. The Cowboys game.
Mm-hmm.
It's shocking to me that the team that has done so well at home and puts up roughly 40 points a game can go on the road and score 10? I don't understand. It's the same team, same personnel, same positions, same coaching staff, but you can't take your show on the road. And in all likelihood, barring some sort of collapse from the Niners the Eagles are already collapsing. But so from the Niners, you're going to have to play on the road in the playoffs at some point. So, I'm not really comfortable with our chances at this point if this is the show we're going to get when you go on the road. And to Mike McCarthy, it's 14-3. And the second quarter is coming to an end. Stephon Diggs catches a pass. The ball gets stripped. The Cowboys recover. But they said he was down. Bang, bang, play. You don't challenge, even though your guys are saying it's a fumble. You don't call a timeout to give your guys time to look at it and say, yep, Mike, this is definitely a fumble. Throw the challenge flag. You just let the play go. And then when we as fans watch the replay, we're like, oh, wow, that was a fumble. We would have the ball. And instead of it being 21-3 at halftime, it could potentially be 14-10. So now you have momentum, and then now in the second quarter, that ends. Third quarter comes around, you get the ball in that half. That could change the complexity of the whole game. Not saying the Cowboys would have won, not saying it would have changed the outcome. What I am saying is you didn't even give your guys an opportunity. Then in the post-game press conference, you say, well, it was a bang-bang play, and we didn't have time to check. That's what timeouts are for, last I checked. So you can take time to figure these things out. But that's just me speaking from the outside looking in. He's the head coach. He knows everything. No one else knows anything. Okay, ran over. Go ahead, JC.
All right.
I'm done.
I mean, you sound like every Cowboys fan out there right now. They're just frustrated with the team.
Damn.
No, I'm just saying. He shares the sentiment with everyone out there. They're just on the road.
Oh, that. Okay.
Team. Yeah. So
I thought you meant like he's like a Skip Bayless and just bitching just a bitch.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even like
Okay.
it.
He's a TV Cowboy fan for that sake.
That's the reason why he takes the time to post videos of him throwing different jerseys in the trash. That's the reason why he's doing it.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure he stays relevant by doing it. I mean, you're taking time to basically say, I am pissed at Micah Parsons, so I just took his jersey and threw it in the trash. But then next week, you're going to be wearing the same jersey.
Yeah. He's just trying to get in Jerry Jones's will or something like that, So
something.
Yeah.
I don't even
Hey,
think
how
Jerry
do you
likes
get in
it.
Jerry Jones's will? Because I want to be part of that.
I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest, man. I feel like Stephen A. Smith might get in there at some point because as much as he hates Cowboys fans, he and Jerry Jones are like this. They are tight. I mean, he got to ride in Jerry Jones's private helicopter. How many other people got to do that?
That's weird.
Not even Jason Garrett did that. Damn.
Exactly.
That's tight, bro. You right. That was his golden boy for a while, too.
Too much.
I mean, it's basically
it's
his adopted son.
Wow.
He said adopted son.
It's true.
Damn.
They might still have dinner together. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
They probably do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the NFL news side of things, obviously the Chargers, after that thrashing, have fired their head coach and GM, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's be completely honest. This sets up the Chargers, if in fact Bill Belichick is leaving New England after the season, might be the perfect landing spot for him. As a lot of people
Bill
predicted.
Belichick to coach Justin Herbert.
Okay. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, Bill Belichick becomes the Chargers head coach. How many games do they win?
9.
Minimum. With that roster already set? Yeah.
With that roster?
JC. Yeah, minimum 9 games.
Let's see.
GM, they'll make some good roster moves, I think. So,
Who do you think their new GM is going to be?
What?
Who do you think their new GM will be?
Bill O'Brien. No, I don't care. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Damn it, JC.
We know how those trades
You're already going.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it,
Yeah,
going.
Who knows?
Yeah, if Bill O'Brien goes in there, Keenan Allen's getting traded immediately. That's what's going to happen.
to the
To
Titans.
Arizona, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's going.
Yeah. Well, on the AFC side of things, thus far, the Baltimore Ravens have clinched a playoff spot. Not necessarily their division, because all of a sudden that's looking pretty competitive. The Jets, Patriots, and yes, Titans have been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. So, Rob, no chaos scenario will get my Titans into the playoffs, unfortunately.
Welcome to vacation.
Yes. On the
Wow.
NFC side of things, the 49ers have clinched their NFC West. The Cowboys and the Eagles have also clinched a playoff spot, even though, based on this past weekend, either one looked like a playoff team. Washington,
Agreed.
Carolina, and Arizona have been eliminated from playoff contention on the NFC side of things. So,
I mean,
I
someone
love
has
hearing
to
Washington got eliminated.
yeah.
I
That makes
mean,
me so happy.
if you think
I
about
love
the Cowboys were getting gifts all weekend. Fucking Atlanta losing to Carolina, and they're like,
Okay.
all right, cool, Dallas is getting in, and then all of a sudden, Drew Jeezy go over here taking care of business, giving Seattle that L.
Stop calling him
Drew
that.
Jeezy.
Stop calling him that. That is not his name.
Drew
His name is
Jeezy,
Drew
bro.
Lock.
All right.
Relax.
Oh,
Telling you.
Stop calling him that.
Yeah. There's a lot of clinching scenarios this week, but there's too many to list. We're not going to get into all of them for sure. So,
Actually, there's you can narrow it down. Like I got the clinching scenario.
I'd rather not.
So-
Can we just wait? We're trying to keep the show,
I-
going like 2 hours. So,
All
we'll
right.
wait. We'll see what happens this week and then see where it goes from there. So,
Okay.
God damn, Mike. The fuck.
He's too
other bit of
excited.
news: UTSA Roadrunners defeat Marshall to win
Defeat
the
Marshall.
first ever bowl game, the Frisco Bowl. And I'm a little worried about this one because hours before kickoff, it came out in the news that Frank Harris was not going to play due to a shoulder injury sustained in the Tulane game. I guess they're trying to rehab it. Didn't work out. But this game featured the sons of two former NFL quarterbacks squaring off. Owen McCown, son of Josh McCown, was leading the Roadrunners on offense, while Cole Pennington, son of Chad Pennington,
Chad Pennington's son?
yes, Chad Pennington's son, led the Marshall
Wow.
Thundering Herd. And let me just say
Wow.
this: poor Cole Pennington,
Wow.
he was getting rocked all night because that offensive line could not stop what the
That
Roadrunners
offensive
did.
line was paper.
Yes, it was.
That was paper. I was watching the game at main event, and I was like,
yeah.
man's gonna get killed, dude.
Yeah, I caught a bit of it at my daughter's softball team Christmas party last night, and then the rest at home. And man, amazing to see. Congrats to the runners. First bowl win in their fifth try. Hell of a career for Frank Harris too. Don't know if he's going to continue playing. The way he's been injury prone, I don't know if an NFL team would take a chance. Maybe the XFL, USFL, whatever they're going to call that league, has a shot. But hey, if this is it, he's going to be a hell of an ambassador for the city. So, yeah.
They'll call it the merger.
the merch-
He can come join the Brahmas. Sell more
Maybe.
tickets that way.
to play his whole career in San Antonio.
Plays
All the
everything
way
in
up.
San Antonio?
Yeah, pretty
Nice.
much. Yeah. So, top of all that, the Texas Longhorn volleyball team won their second consecutive national championship
National
game,
championship.
destroying Nebraska, who was considered the number one overall seed in the country. You want to talk about a team that looked like paper? That's good. Huskers could not return a serve to save their fucking lives, man. So,
Okay.
yeah, hook 'em.
Welcome.
And all this Husker fans, players, coaches talking all this shit. You lost. Just shut up. Take that L. Go back to the Big Ten with your tail between your legs, whatever. So, my one issue with the way volleyball is refereed is this. At one point, Asia O'Neal, daughter of NBA legend Jermaine O'Neal, she played for the Longhorns, won her second consecutive title, but she got a block, kind of screamed in celebration, as you do when you get a point. And because she did it through the net toward her opponent, she got a yellow card. And in my head, I'm like, they never would have called that on the men's game. So,
I don't know.
it's pathetic. It's stupid. They need to fix that. It's okay for female athletes to show emotion. Believe me, it's hard enough sometimes for me to get the girls I coach to celebrate sometimes and have fun. They're just too worried about making a mistake. Getting them to show emotion is a good thing. Don't penalize them for that. It means they're just have a passion for the game. So, and Rob, my last
Agreed.
one is for you. Should the Lakers be hosting a banner for winning an in-season tournament?
No.
So why do they do it?
Because
No way.
they need something.
It was probably their idea.
Oh Lord, no. We know it
The whole
wasn't their
tournament was probably
idea.
their.
Yeah.
LeBron was like, "Yeah, we need a banner because I'm LeBron James," and they were like, "All right, Mr. James, we'll take care of it." And then here we are.
Yeah, and then they go and lose to the Knicks. Great. But just saying the Knicks are playing really good this year. Just throwing that out.
They are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they are.
losing to the Knicks isn't the end of the world, but it's wasn't expecting a lot. If you're gonna present a championship banner, quote unquote championship banner, like you gotta win your game. Like that's just
Yeah, you don't lose the very next one.
It is surprising to me that this is the franchise who famously, I don't know what's his name, Kobe Bryant was quoted as saying on camera, "We're not a franchise that puts up banners for division titles."
yeah. Well, Kobe's not here right now,
I know.
so
it's just,
Jesus Christ, Rob.
just saying, like
So is that a genie bust thing? Is that the ownership?
the.
I assume.
Well,
I mean, someone
Genie-
had to throw the idea out there, right? Like,
I mean, LeBron threw it out there.
Do you think this was some sort of requirement that all the teams had to agree to try and boost the in-season tournament, like to make it a big deal?
you know, I honestly thought it was just to take place of the All-Star game, which meant absolutely nothing to anyone. Excuse me.
That's true. Yeah, no one
Because,
really pays attention to that anymore.
No one pays
because
attention to
plays
All-Star weekend.
defense,
No
they don't-
one, yeah.
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 There's
Nobody cares.
no one's playing for anything. Like this actually gives there's a $500,000 per player per coach incentive for you to do your best. Per player per coach.
I mean, money talks, right? So, I mean,
I mean that's crazy. Some of those like the average assistant coach maybe what 85,000 a year. Like
yeah.
you make $500,000 just for being assistant coach to a winning team.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's crazy.
It's as good an incentive as any, I guess.
Yeah, and it doesn't come out of
Well-
anyone else's pocket except for the NBA. So
Yeah.
And talk about it. That's something to go bragging, right? That the players would love to have. Like, yeah, thanks for the $500,000.
imagine like some of those two-way players too that were on the Lakers. Like they don't make that much in their 2-3 year contract.
Mhm.
Like that's a good amount of money for some people. Anyways,
Fair
Yeah, it definitely had the benches into the game. I thought it's just like, I mean, obviously, okay, cool idea, but how's it going to go in the future? Because ever since it's finished, no one talks about it anymore. No one cares. Like, okay, great, the Lakers won. So what? It's you still got to win a championship, right?
now would the conversation have been different if Indiana had won?
If the end had won and they were putting a banner up, people would have been like, "Oh, look, they can't win an NBA championship, so they're putting this one up there." Yeah, the conversation would have been very different. But it's because the Lakers
That is correct.
yeah. So,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. What else in sports has happened?
That's the main stuff there. I mean,
Big one. I think it was today. Aaron Rodgers officially is not coming back.
even though
Yeah,
he's been activated on the roster,
He
he's
activated on the roster. He's not going to play. 'Cause
Yeah.
They have nothing
Yeah.
to play for.
Oh, no, that's devastating.
No,
That's
not
bad.
Aaron Rodgers. No.
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you know what? He did his job because we're talking about him. Thus, he won.
Thus
Again.
he wins.
Yeah, I guess you're right there. The media, he's definitely he's made himself relevant, even though he's not relevant.
Hey, JC, real quick. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at the Longhorns' schedule for next year.
yeah.
So September 14th, who are you rooting for?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you're on the spot. Answer the question.
Oh,
Answer the question, damn it.
answer with your heart. Go with your heart.
My
Say it
heart
with his
bleeds.
chest.
My heart bleeds burnt orange and orange and blue. It's hard to say that. So I don't know.
But you
I will-
have to choose.
I have to choose.
Yeah,
I will probably pick the Longhorns to win, just because,
More.
yeah,
We know why.
yeah, we know why.
Exactly, yeah.
We don't-
we know
honestly, when
why,
they played a
but-
couple years ago, I want to say it was last year. I did pick UTSA to win, and by God, they almost pulled it off. So
It was closer.
There was a scare. Yeah, there was a bit of a
It's a
scare
scare,
there. I was
I
like,
know.
hey.
I
But
mean,
here's the
it
fun
was,
one, though.
It was tied going into halftime, right? Like last year.
Yeah, it
It
was
was.
tied under the
It was
fourth
tied in the
quarter, and
Yep.
one really bad play, one turnover was key But
Oh,
UTSA
that's
was
right.
going to drive and win, and then the turnover at the end. So but that was a hell
I was
of a
like,
game.
man, these these Roadrunners can play football. What the fuck? Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. I will say this though. You notice October 19th, Georgia
I
comes
do
to
notice
Austin.
it.
Georgia and
I
Austin.
do.
Here's the funny part
Yeah.
about that weekend. Formula One is also in Austin, running a race at the racetrack there.
Lord have
So,
mercy.
Circuit of
Hotel-
Americas.
yeah, Circuit of Americas. Hotel prices skyrocket every weekend that F1 is in Austin. And there's some conspiracy theorists out there bitching, thinking the Longhorns did this on purpose to make sure Georgia fans don't come in and try and take over Darrell K. Royal Stadium. Because because if they
Good
want to
luck.
stay anywhere, they'll probably have to come all the way to San Antonio to find a decent rate for going to the Longhorn game. So
Hey, they can stay in Round Rock.
I-
Well,
that
you know
those
what?
hotels are bad enough. It's gonna be worse now. So, yeah.
If that's true, one, I think that's awesome.
Yes.
Two, I think San Antonio should follow suit and raise their prices. That way, we don't have any Georgia fans there
They've
at all.
already raised prices.
You know, I should
Great.
check- Let me actually
They've
Raise them
already
some
raised
more.
prices.
We don't want you here, Bulldog fans. You stay in Georgia where you belong.
I wonder who UTSA has.
Would it be weird if like they checked your address when you're checking in and we're like, oh, they're from Georgia. Hey, triple the price.
right?
Well, since we're talking about future games, JC, January 7th, Jaguars and Titans.
Jaguars.
Yeah,
Titans.
week 18. I'm gonna call it "fuck your Jags, go Titans," but I'm just gonna.
Damn.
We got to get together for that. So hopefully, right now my daughter's team scheduled for a tournament that weekend, so we'll see if we can get together for sure. So,
All right.
but we'll see what happens.
Word.
Yep. UTSA schedule's not out yet for that weekend, but the Roadrunners so far non-conference opponents are Kennesaw State at Texas State, and then the following weekend at Texas. And then HCU, and then they have a game at Army, which is now officially an AAC game because Army is going to be playing an American schedule. So, yeah.
Cool.
Excuse me. Interestingly enough, the year after that, UTSA goes to College Station to take on A&M, so that'll be a fun one. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
times, good times. All right. Well, let's get into our overreacting minority segment. Take it away.
Chicken.
Take it away.
Fuck that guy.
I don't know why you're mad.
No, I'm not mad at all. I'm so happy to hear about it. You know what, Mike? I'm happy that you're back, so that way we can hear more of your overreacting bullshit. So please go on.
All right, well, since you volunteered to go ahead and go, I want you to tell me if I'm overreacting that Baker Mayfield franchise quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh my.
Definitely an overreaction. I don't even care if this is for DJs. That was definitely an overreaction.
Rob. Listen. You're speaking with your hatred. You're not speaking with your brain. So hold on a second. Mike, Rob is correct. That is an overreaction.
Okay, cool. Let's make it
Mayfield in the franchise quarterback conversation because he had a big game against Green Bay. I mean, it's been one season. Let's see what he can. You know what? If the Bucs make the playoffs by winning their division, because that's the only way they're going to do it, then we can revisit this. But until then, no, absolutely not.
All right.
Thank the Falcons for because
Yeah, Jesus Christ, goddamn.
Jesus,
Never mind.
Well, this guy is all about momentum. So,
Okay.
JC,
I knew this. What is it?
the Bills are the best team to ride the momentum way to the Super Bowl.
That's an overreaction. We've seen what the Bills do with momentum in the playoffs.
That is correct.
Got to get by
Damn.
KC first. So
Yeah. Bills are the best team at the end of the season.
They are.
I think I really say that like confidently.
unless they go to overtime, and that doesn't really work out for them, right? So
All right, well, since Phil's feeling a little down right now,
Okay.
kick 'em while he's
let me
down.
go ahead and
I'm gonna
let me
keep
go
them
ahead
all
and
down there. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
let me go ahead and ask him, Phil. The Colts are going to win the AFC South.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Jaguars
is that a
have
joke?
I think the Jaguars have a less than 50% chance of winning at this point. I've officially If we get there, I'm going to be very surprised at this point.
What have y'all done to Phil? This is not the Phil that we all enjoy having.
I mean,
I got one for
we
Phil.
didn't do
I do have
anything.
one for Phil. I've been wanting to ask this one, so let's shift to college a little bit because this has been reported. Phil, Florida State should leave the ACC after getting snubbed in the college football playoff.
no, I don't think they should, and I'll tell
Okay.
you why. I think they shouldn't be bullied to move out of a Power 5 conference. What are you trying to do? Have 2 conferences? Is that what you're really trying to do?
Mhm.
Have Big Ten and SEC? Is that what you really, really want? Because it seems what they want. I mean, at this point,
We're getting to that point.
So
I
we're
mean,
down to
I
Power
don't-
4 at this point. Yeah, so I mean,
I just don't understand. What are they trying to do? I don't think, and I think that would just show that they're giving the CFP too much credit. Say no, screw that. You guys are. They were wrong. Don't double down. Don't validate their wrongness.
Yeah.
That was just
So,
wrong.
just throwing this out there, if it does go down to a Power 4, then it just becomes 3 teams from each conference.
no, because there is a guarantee that the top group of 5 conference winner gets in with the 12-team playoff. So they take original setup obviously was the Power 5. plus
Power
the top
5
group of
that's-
5 conference
yeah.
champion. There's guaranteed spots. So 6 teams are guaranteed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The top 4 seeds go to the top 4 conference champions, which at this point now will be the Power 4. I mean, unless AAC or
The
a
AAC
Conference
or
USA
something.
team is like undefeated and like fucking pulls at Cincinnati, right? So,
Mm.
but that's in essence what there's still at this point a guarantee that 5 teams get in based on conference championships because the Pac-12 is dead in the water at this point. So,
Mike,
yeah.
the pack. Yeah, exactly.
And that's likely going to be an overlap too. You're not usually going to have, so you're not going to have a whole lot of times when it's not champions not getting in because of their ranking anyway.
Yeah.
Eh,
So you can't not win your conference and get a top 4 seed. If I'm not mistaken, this includes Notre Dame, unless I don't know how Notre Dame fits in the equation because they're still technically.
aren't
a football
they
team.
independent? Yeah, they're
I
independent.
think they're an independent, but they still
Are they still just a football independent though? Because isn't
football only independent, but majority of their schedule has to be ACC teams as part of the deal they have with being in the ACC and other sports.
that's so weird.
Yeah,
Like,
the only time they were played an ACC schedule in football was during COVID, and that was it. So, but they're still holding on to their independence, even though pretty much every other independent is joining a conference for football. Army is.
I mean,
joining
Army's
the
even
AAC.
one.
Yeah, so who knows? But yeah, Notre Dame likes their own TV deal. They like their independence, but they really got to set themselves apart to make the playoff at this point. So. But I do agree with you, Phil. This whole idea that Florida State is potentially researching leaving the ACC, no, it's stupid. Especially when it's down to 4 conferences and 12 teams. You're guaranteed to get in the playoff if you win the ACC. Why would you leave that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may
Well,
not
unless you're
even
Florida
win
State,
it.
in which case, you
Yeah.
won't get in.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Go undefeated.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conference champion. Nah, it doesn't matter.
nah.
You good.
Thanks for coming though.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for playing your asses off. We appreciate that.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Chicken Wing, what else you got?
All right, Rob, this one's for you, my friend.
No, Baker Mayfield is not.
Wow, we've already moved on from Baker. Jesus,
It's in his head.
Rent free. Rent free.
rent free, bro. Wow. Anyway, Rob, what's more likely to happen? The West to take 3 teams into playoffs, or the North taking both Detroit and Minnesota into the playoffs?
Hmm.
We repeat that.
Actually, let me rephrase that. The West taking 3 teams into the playoffs, or the North taking 3 teams into the playoffs?
Okay. The first one I would have said North taking 2 teams, with Minnesota and
Detroit.
Detroit being most
Uh-huh.
likely. I don't see a third team coming out of the North, so I'm gonna have to say the West taking 3 teams is more likely,
Okay.
given those choices.
And I'm only asking because Minnesota, LA, and Seattle is also 7-7, and Green Bay is only a game behind 6-8.
Yeah, but Jordan Love can't throw past saves life, so
I mean, Didn't look like it.
Yeah.
I would say the West getting 3 teams in because I'm not completely sold Minnesota will get in. I know they're the 6th seed right now, but they have a tiebreaker over 3 other teams with the same record, and the Rams and the Seahawks
crazy.
are surging right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting 2
No.
teams.
Yeah.
Like I said, between the 2 options, if it was the 2 teams, I probably would have leaned towards the North. But 3 teams, it's surging Seattle, the reeling Rams, and then
Nice.
Thanos' team.
Sorry, my bad, gentlemen. My bad. All
Yeah, the
right,
Vikings lose this week to Detroit, so that's not going to feel them.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So this is for the next 5 are for everybody. Okay. So the first one I have.
Yay.
The Falcons are going to move, or they need to move on both their quarterback and their head coach after this season.
Well,
Absolutely do.
I
Yes.
believe it.
They do.
That is not an overreaction. That needs to happen. And ownership has already said they're going to wait to the end of the season to evaluate for the head coach. But he should go ahead and reevaluate for the quarterback also, because
They should take a hint from the Chargers and be like, "Well, you suck. You're not. Bye." Like your team can't put up more than 7 points against Carolina, who has more staff than fans in the stadium.
I mean, if you lose to Carolina when, there were more people on the field than there was in the stands, did you reevaluate?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was.
Those pictures were nuts.
I really
It
thought
really
it was
was.
a CGI picture until I looked at it.
No.
Oh my god, that's a real picture.
And then what made it worse, like to agree with you, gentlemen, Carolina point differential is -142.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still have 2 wins.
And they still have 2 wins.
Yep. So.
And aren't they both against Atlanta?
No.
You know what?
They were both against
the other one was
Atlanta.
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
They would
That's
have already
right.
fired
That's
their
right.
head
Fuck
coach.
you,
They were both together Atlanta.
That's right.
It'd have been gone already.
You know what? I said this already, but I'm doubling down on the kicker for the Panthers being the MVP of the league now. If you think about it,
I mean, he is.
who
bro.
else can say? Who else can say they are responsible for 100% of their team's wins?
I mean, my man's not wrong.
As an individual, as an individual.
Stats don't lie, bro.
Back to Atlanta. Deep down, I hope they let Arthur Smith go
Jesus
and come back
Christ.
to Tennessee and be the offensive coordinator again. Because, God, we missed that guy.
Are you sure you want him to
Imagine
be
if Arthur
his
Smith actually went to
Better coordinator than
LA.
a coach. He's a better coordinator than a coach. That's what I'm gonna say.
Imagine if Belichick goes and he grabs Arthur Smith. How would you feel about that, JC?
Fuck you is what I'd feel about it. You don't.
Wow. Okay.
Mayonnaise needs a good OC. That's all I'm saying. So come on now. Let's go.
Jeez. All right. Anyway, so it's time for the Steelers to move on from
From?
From who?
From Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, from Tomlin. Sorry.
No.
I'm gonna say that's an overreaction,
No.
and I actually talked about
No.
this yesterday with an assistant coach of my daughter's team because he's a big Steelers fan, and he's
Yeah.
like, "No, Tomlin's not the problem."
I don't think he is.
No, they need
Personally.
his
Not.
biggest thing they need is a quarterback. He's not sold on Pickett. Obviously, definitely not sold on Trubisky. We'll see how Mason Rudolph does, but
What?
Neither is anyone.
at this
Someone
point,
not
The
a
concept.
I asked him flat. I was like, "Do you think they're better on Mason Rudolph?" He goes, "I hope not. I want them to lose every game and get a top 10 pick at this point." So
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, Caleb Williams out there, so
Yeah.
that's just a thought.
he doesn't think
Maybe-
Tomlin
I was
knows
just
how-
thinking that. I was just thinking that would be a perfect fit. That would be a
Caleb
perfect
Williams
fit.
would be
Caleb
great.
Williams?
Yes, for sure.
Yep, he'd be great there.
That would be a perfect fit.
Really would.
All right. Second to last. This Monday's game, Ravens and Niners, will be the Super Bowl preview.
Not an overreaction. I was your
That is not an overreaction,
I believe it.
No,
Yeah.
not an
and
overreaction.
I think it's gross, but it's not an overreaction.
I believe it. I'm gonna be glad when the Ravens win because
Mhm.
Oh, so you already okay?
Calm down.
Spoiler?
Calm down, Rob.
Spoiler? Okay. Lamar Jackson rises? Okay.
So true story. True story. DJ,
I don't
you may
believe
not
it.
know this, but if both the Eagles and the Niners, I'm sorry, the Cowboys, because that's gonna be my last one. If they both went out, the Eagles will win the East. I don't know if y'all know that. Okay, you see,
I do know that.
Okay. So, but that's not what this thing is. I just didn't know if y'all knew
because
Not
of
strength of schedule.
Strength of schedule.
Strength of
that's
schedule.
right.
That's how far down
Yeah,
they
the
go in the
Cowboys
tiebreakers.
have
The
played
division
against
they would tie.
The division
The
tied,
conference they would tie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, strength of schedule's next tiebreaker.
Strength schedule. So that's a little fun fact there.
Yeah.
So technically, Dallas can avoid a loss in Miami, as long as they match records with Philly. So go Cardinals. Anyway, so this was a two-parter. The first part is the Eagles' defense will be the reason why they do not win a playoff game, aka one and done.
Not an overreaction because their secondary is trash, and it's been trash for half the season.
I think they'll be part
Trash,
of the reason.
JC.
The other part is Jalen Hurts. Because
You think it's health for Jalen or
decision making. I mean, what the fuck were you throwing? You mean
Exactly.
that late in
that was desperation, JC? Like, my man doesn't. Now, don't get me wrong. He has been a lot more pointed it out earlier than what he did last season. DJ did point that out.
Yes, I did.
And I will agree with JC's decision making part of that, but like the last pick, I mean, that was just desperation. Like you really can't fault him for that. But yeah, it should have been a better decision. Don't get me wrong.
Well, hold on, slow down here. I mean, it's Seattle, who's also in the playoffs more than likely, and they lost
not
by
really,
3.
actually.
After
that game, their playoff chances improved, but they actually don't. They still need help. To be honest with you.
Well, don't they still have the Rams? They have a game against the Rams to finish the season. Oh no, they have Tennessee, Steelers, and Cardinals. Yeah, they could get in.
They should.
They can get in, but they just don't control their destiny. That's their problem.
They'd be 10-7, right?
Right. So my point is, like, Philly didn't just get blown up. They lost a game, but it wasn't a blow up, and that does happen.
That does happen. That's true.
Do back-to-back blowouts happen? Because that happened to Philly too.
That also happened.
You can be on the spot. That's not the end of the world. Look at the Bengals.
I'm just asking.
You can be on the spot.
You got finger banged by the Niners, and then after that happened, you heard from multiple veteran players, "We're better than this. We can play better. We'll have to play better. We will play better." And then they went to Dallas and got finger banged again. So
I think Philly's gonna land in a pretty high seed position.
Well,
so if they went out, then yes, absolutely.
Because they already have 10 wins. I mean, there's only 4 teams in the NFC that have a winning record, and literally every other team is at 500 or below. That's true. Philly, by default, is going to have a high seed. There's no way. I mean, the worst they can be is what, 10-7?
Worst they can be is, well, if they win this weekend, the 5th.
Yeah, I mean the worst they can have as a record is 10-7, and there are going to be other teams that if they win out, they'll end up 10-7, but Philly will win because of strength of schedule. So
yeah, for sure.
Well, it depends, because if they end up losing the last 3 games 10-7, that conference record comes into play and they could drop. So
we're not doing playoff machine tonight, right?
We're not.
No, we're not.
Yes,
okay.
But think it out loud. There is a scenario where the Eagles could fall to the 7th seed. That is a possibility.
That is a very possibility, but it's only 1% chance.
Yeah, but it could happen.
No.
You're telling me.
You're saying
it'd be great.
Stop, Rob. You stop that. Don't you go in there and try to figure that shit out, okay?
Rob, you know you're.
I heard that come out of him.
He said 1% chance.
Rob's like, I'm gonna go
your
find it.
assignment.
I'm gonna go find
it. Take care of it. You know what to do.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, it's wild. But so the second part of this overreaction is not only Philly will be one and done, so will the Cowboys.
I mean,
I think that's an overreaction, because if the Cowboys get a home game, they're good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to say. Overreaction if we get a home game. If we don't, I'm not going to say
it. Yeah. Well, no, because here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. Because it doesn't matter. The East is so strong right now that if either one of those teams win one game of the next 3, the lowest they'll fall is 5. which is basically
what?
the South.
Right, but if
Go ahead, Jesse.
the way Tampa's playing right now and the way Dallas plays on the road right now, do you really think the Cowboys could beat Tampa right now?
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying it's a shoe-in for.
We
beat them last year.
I'm just saying that it's. I mean, it could be positionally better just because it is the South. Because again, worst case scenario, Tampa does win,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, that's probably going to be the toughest opponent that either one of those two teams face. But if it's fucking Atlanta, which is only a game behind, or fucking New Orleans, then that's a bye week for the East. Let's just call it ace and ace on that one, gentlemen.
I see the Cowboys potentially landing with New Orleans.
Yeah.
And so, but yes, I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I personally want the Cowboys? Absolutely, DJ. But do I legitimately think that's going to happen? No. But I think they're better off. I think they have a higher probability of winning a playoff game over Philly because of their lack of defense currently.
Oh yeah, their secondary is awful.
What about their lack of offense though?
On
Dallas' side.
So yeah.
I mean, Jason Kelce just needs to quit cheating and then see what happens when you stop cheating.
Hey,
you stop getting points.
Mike, if you get a first down by snapping the ball when the ball is moved ahead, that's a first down immediately. He basically says, "This is the first down before I even have to snap it."
Yeah,
Exactly.
but the NFL called it, and they're going to keep it on it.
Yeah,
now,
he called it, and he owned it. He owned up to it too. Last I saw,
Yeah,
he owned up to that error.
It's one of those things I'm glad they're cracking down on because, oh my God, you've seen centers do it for years at every level of the game. So
if somebody says something, I'll keep doing this.
And then I'll just briefly touch on the Chiefs situation from last week. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. My biggest problem that I personally had, and I about it over the weekend, is that when Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes got fined for the calls about the refs, like, I get it. Frustration does build in. I get it. You vent it out. But all that's pointing, in my eyes, all that's saying is that the NFL is not holding the refs accountable for blown calls.
The refs didn't make a bad call in that situation.
No. That one's a good call. No, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is overall, in general, for blown calls, especially blown calls that cost a game, namely a few years ago, New Orleans. You know, everybody remembers that one.
Oh,
right?
my Lord.
Yes.
That was just blatant.
It was just it's just shit like that, because I did not know this apparently, and JC, I'm not sure if you know this. So apparently the NBA actually does penalize refs, but it's not a known thing. So the way it works is, for every blown call that you get as a ref, that's actually a point off of your record, right? And so the way it works is, at the end of the season, whoever has the most points, they officiate the playoff games, which are mad bonuses. Like, I even read to where each finals game is $30,000 just to fucking be an officiating ref. So, and if you work all 7, right? That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, if implement something like that.
About that. The NBA, the difference is that I'm pretty sure the NFL has something similar. The difference is the NBA is transparent about it. They have the last 2-minute reports. They'll acknowledge if a ref made a bad call. Doesn't change the result. Now, obviously, we could go back to that Rams-Saints playoff game. Yes, it was a blown call, but if you go back and watch it, the Saints still had the opportunity to get a first down, keep that drive going. They still could have tried to make a stop in overtime. They could have stopped the Rams' defense. It goes back to what I'm saying. Refs don't win or lose games for you. You got to do it on the field.
That's true, and I'll agree with that mostly. But
yeah,
but think about the position that the Saints could have been.
Oh no,
that would have been an easier
could have
opportunity.
been it, yeah, but that was only like what, first or second down when that call was made.
It doesn't matter. It's an automatic first, though.
I know it's automatic first, but you're still there. So I mean, it is what it is. But with the Chiefs here, I have an issue with them calling the refs out like that. Stuff like that is a reason why in youth sports there's such a shortage of referees and umpires, because you go find videos left and right about parents yelling at umpires on the softball field, or coaches ordering kids or the catcher to purposely miss a fastball so it can hit an umpire after a bad call. No, it's fucking bullshit. It's Bush League, and it sucks because I'm very good friends with a lot of umpires that work some games. Yes, there's been bad calls, but I know how to properly talk about it. I know how to properly bring it up. And
For sure.
That's the thing. You have to respect the officials because they work hard too. They're paid. They're human. They're gonna miss calls. My issue with Mahomes and Reed, you're getting mad at them because they caught a penalty that's a blatant fucking penalty, and you're getting mad because they called it? No, that's crap. I don't know.
No, that part is crap. I agree.
I don't know what the fine was, but they should have been fined more. I'm pretty sure the NFL has some sort of
Nothing.
standard that they evaluate refs on, and for similar token, if you miss or this, they take the best refs to call playoffs. The best ones call the Super Bowl. Major League Baseball, I assume they go by a crew because like the same 6-man crew works an entire playoff series. So as long as Angel Hernandez is not working a playoff series, then I think we're good on the NFL side of things. So
All right. So one last question, JC. Super Bowl, right? One last question.
yeah,
Would you rather have the ref, quote unquote, or you call every single penalty?
you call it the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
You call it the way the rules state. Do they let a few things go, like a little bit of contact down the, maybe let some illegal contact go? Yeah, it's been documented. They let it go a bit in the Super Bowl. The game is physical. I think the illegal contact rule is bullshit. I've said that. I'm a fan of the way the college does it. The bump and run. You can contact them until the ball's in the air. I think that's the way it should be. But the NFL likes to make rules for the offense, and I don't wholeheartedly agree with that. But that's a real thing. So
I get you.
I think you called it JC, about like RFID and the ball. But I mean,
like
they can eliminate all.
this technology. Rob probably said it because he's Asian. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Probably.
But I mean, you could. But I mean, that's something like the XFL could do is to differentiate something from the NFL. Is they could like RFID like gloves and shoes, and they can see where exactly the ball is if it's in somebody's hand, and just it wouldn't. The technology is there, and they could have it all on screen. Like here's exactly what happened down to the inch.
I mean,
And
I think we talked about this before. They do it with soccer and like the VR, and every single ball that touches the field has an RFID in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could actually do it to the players. You could do it to the players on the gloves, and you could do it on players' gloves and shoes too.
I mean, potentially, yeah. I mean, what was that league? The San Antonio Commanders? Yeah, the original Commanders, by the way, Washington. Fuck.
The Arena League.
No, it was another. There was the XFL, and then it was another league. It didn't last very long, but San Antonio had a great team, but they had the technology in the footballs already. They were kind of already experimenting with that. And it was cool because you could watch a game on TV and they had go to the app and you could follow along the stats. Like your app would update live with what was going on the field while you're watching the game on TV. So that was something God, I can't remember that league. It sucks because they had so many good ideas. It was just poorly run financially. But little things like that you can experiment, like Phil said with the XFL, USFL, that you could incorporate into the NFL. So
the AAF, Alliance of American.
There we go, Alliance of American Football. That's it. Yeah. So
We have the technology.
yes. All right.
So what was
Chicken anything else? You good?
No, I'm good. That was it.
All right. Cool.
the lowest I could get? Philadelphia was the 7th seed. I'm sad.
Yeah, because
So
they
it is
clinched
possible.
playoff.
Yeah, they clinched playoffs.
Yeah.
But they're still in, so it's still possible they can fall to 7. So
Crazy.
they're playing the Giants twice and the Cardinals.
They have to
Anything
lose the
can
Giants
happen.
twice.
Yeah. So.
Go Call of Duty.
Go DeVito.
Oh man.
Could you imagine if Paisan actually steals the game from them? Oh man, Nori was like,
Imagine if they
Nori.
did.
Go ahead,
Well,
bro.
We'll see what Nori picks. We'll talk about it because Nori did send me his picks. We're going to get into our Week 16 predictions here. The order of picks this week is Rob, Nori, Phil, Chicken Wing, JC, and DJ. The schedule's a little crazy this week too as well because it is Christmas weekend. Christmas falls on Monday. There's a Thursday night game. There's 2 games on Saturday. The Sunday night games on NFL Network, and then there's a triple header on Christmas Day. So,
Damn right.
But let's start with the Thursday night game. New Orleans at Rams, and by God, this one has playoff implications all over it again. So
Playoffs?
Rob, where are you going with this one?
Taking the LA home team.
Okay.
Yeah.
As is Nori. Phil, what about you?
Same.
Chicken Wing?
Oh, the LA home team.
Yeah, I got the Rams also. DJ?
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Nice.
All right, over under how many times they show that phantom pass interference call that wasn't called in the playoff game during the broadcast?
Ooh, during the broadcast? 3.
Yeah, 3. All right.
2.
I'm gonna go 4.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right, on to the Saturday games. Now, this first game is going to be on NBC, just FYI out there. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I can say this with confidence. Is anybody taking the Steelers to beat the Bengals right now?
I would have 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I would have.
Mm-hmm.
But not
Is
now.
Mitch still the starting quarterback?
No, it's Mason Rudolph.
Nope.
Don't even know
Still
who that
no.
is. So I'm going to go with no.
That's where he's
Still
like the
no.
longtime backup of the Steelers. So,
Yeah, he's been there forever.
yeah. So,
And he finally gets onto the field.
right.
He always backed up Roethlisberger.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's literally been there forever.
Wasn't he part of that whole shuffle with Myles Garrett?
I think he was.
Actually, he's the
I think
guy
he
whose
was.
helmet almost got hit in the head with, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's on his helmet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
over
that
here
was
saying
him.
some Django. I'm playing. I don't know.
He said Django.
Yeah.
Wow.
My bad.
You definitely.
All right, the other
I'm
Saturday
sorry.
game is an evening game, and it's exclusively on Peacock. Buffalo at the LAOA team, who have a new coach
Yep.
or an interim coach.
Interim coach.
Anybody taking the Chargers to beat the Bills?
No, sir. I'm taking the Chargers to be eliminated.
I'm taking the Chargers to Charger and
All
lose
right.
to the Bills. So
Yeah.
That's clean sweep for us, it sounds like. All right.
Mhm.
not a whole lot changing this week.
Not a whole lot, yeah. On to the Sunday early games. Indianapolis at Atlanta.
I
Anybody
wish.
Thinking Atlanta?
I wish. I wish.
No. Atlanta is going to lose, and then they're going to fire their head coach.
Okay.
What if they fire the head coach first and then they win?
Wait, if they
Ooh.
get, if they
Then-
get blown out,
Wait. Hold on. This is important, fellas.
That's a bullshit.
JC,
What?
what did Nori pick?
Nori picks. That's very
Oh
true.
shit!
Nori picked
I didn't think about
Indianapolis.
God damn it, Nori.
Hold up, he picked the Indianapolis boys. We got to seriously consider this.
But
Fuck.
wait.
What?
But technically, he's not on the show. So does the curse still apply?
I think it
Yes,
still
because
does.
he picked
I
it
guess
and
we'll
sent
find
it to JC.
Picked it and
No.
saved it. As long as he saved
I
it.
guess we'll
right?
find out.
Ah, well.
I'm still sticking with the Colts.
I'm
not-
going
I'm
with
not I'm not taking the Falcons. They just lost
Damn
to
it,
the
Oh,
Panthers.
man.
Fuck.
Some
All right.
things are stronger than curses.
Atlanta's trash.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I know, JC, we had an order, but that was important. Needed that information.
That is very important, true. Thank you for the reminder. All right.
That was key.
All right. Seahawks at Titans.
I wish.
Seahawks have something to play for, so.
Yeah.
Drew Dreezy, bro.
Stop it.
Stop.
You can go ahead and ask JC. Is anybody?
Well, fuck it.
Is
I'm
anybody
Tennessee
picking the
'cause
Titans?
You know what?
Oh my god, of course
Right.
he would.
That's right.
Here's why. I got a few cousins in Laredo that are Seahawks fans playing this weekend. I gotta talk mad shit. Let's go. So
It's because you're throwing shit at the wall because you're in last place
kind of
and
have
it's your
to. They're
team.
eliminated from playoff picture. Now the Titans are here to fuck shit up for people, and that's what I hope happens. So
Now they're playing spoiler. Okay.
yeah. Anybody else joining me?
No, sir.
No.
No.
No,
I didn't
sir.
think so. Fuck you guys. Yeah, chicken. the Seahawks too. So yeah. All right.
Well, we love you though, JC. We
Yeah, I
do.
love you too. All right. Detroit at Minnesota. And this one's pretty close. I got to check the records on this one here. Detroit is 10-4, Minnesota 7-7. And surprised, I think this is the first time they're playing this year too, right?
This is their playoff, and this is Detroit's division game. gentlemen.
It is a division game,
Yes.
but they haven't played. Oh yeah, that's
No,
right.
they-
So this is their first time meeting this season. So
Yeah. No. I'm saying no. Like this
They'll meet
is for
again.
them to lock division if they win.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, is anyone taking the Vikings?
Negative.
Negative.
Goes right to the
I love Dobbs, but I mean, and they both got a lot to play for. So
First of all,
I
Dobbs
don't
is
not.
the third string.
Dobbs
now,
is
I think.
out,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Third string quarterback for the.
But he's still there,
Like-
boys. He
Oh,
can still
whatever.
get in there and play. All right.
Oh, God.
I didn't say he was starting. I'm saying he's there.
He might be going down
That's
to
not how this
Atlanta.
works.
He might be going down to Atlanta in a couple weeks.
He might be. Shit, he might get a job there. But no, I mean, I can't. There's no way I can pick Minnesota over Detroit right now.
Everyone's taking Detroit. You're picking Minnesota?
No, there's no way
No,
I would
he's
take
going
Minnesota
there.
over Detroit.
All right. All right. Now, the sports minorities game that should be flexed but isn't. A matchup of two teams eliminated from playoff contention, the Washington Communists at the New York Jets.
Who will still have more fans than the Carolina Panther at the game.
Yes.
Rob, who you got in this epic
Not
matchup?
hard to do.
In this epic battle, we're gonna take a tie. I'll take New York because why not?
All right. Nori is taking the Jets. Phil.
Good reason.
I predict that if this game is on TV, I'm changing the channel.
So I'm right there with
Well
you.
Well, you know what? I can check
well
on map to see
played.
who's broadcasting it. Let's see here.
But I'm going to take the communists. They always screw me. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
Nice.
Fucking communists. Yeah. So
That's what happens.
this game on local TV is only visible in the New York and DC area.
Thank God.
That's good. Keep
Thank
it
God.
that way.
Man, at least they're containing the damage.
Yes, yes they are.
This is damage control. That's exactly what it is.
All right. Let's see here. That was Phil. Chicken Wing, you got the Jets.
No, I don't. No. I'm following Phil, and I'm going to go.
Oh, they come communists. Interesting. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Got to
going,
maintain my lead.
I'm going with the Jets. DJ.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jets.
All right. All right. Green Bay at Carolina.
Game of the week right here.
Woo!
This
right
is
there, bro.
definitely the game that needs to be,
Need a double flex.
Yeah, okay.
double.
So
Yeah.
speaking of this game, just real quick,
Mhm.
I read somewhere that ticket prices, these are nosebleeds, but ticket prices got to as low as 45 cents for these games.
No,
The nosebleeds.
Wow.
no. Tell me you're lying.
So they
Like,
would-
you make it to the 50-yard
they
line
would
for, like,
get
under
people
20
into the
bucks.
stadium. They would basically, they're just trying to get people in. 45
You know what? See. Now I got to pull a Rob. Now I got to see. All right.
Yeah, and you know what that tells me? For all y'all, everybody who ever said like Jacksonville's going to London, Jacksonville isn't a team that's going anywhere. There's a lot of other teams that are,
Not when the Panthers exist.
yeah, among others. I mean, Chargers for that matter.
The Chargers.
Why do you do this to me? Like, why do you like legit do this to
Are you
me?
looking at you? You're not looking at it.
I'm really looking for this right now, just to verify. You gentlemen can go ahead and continue.
All right.
All right.
I mean,
Is anybody taking
I
the
can-
Panthers and their 50 fans to rowdy the Packers victory?
no way.
No.
No way.
Mike said he would.
Nope.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
I was like, he didn't say anything. So
Nah, I'm
yes,
good,
right.
thanks.
All right.
Oh. Well,
Now, a game that is going to be broadcast locally for us here, Cleveland at Houston. To round out the Sunday early games, Rob, who you got?
taking Houston.
Okay. Nori is also taking Houston. Phil.
I'm going Cleveland. That's wishful, but I think Cleveland. I mean, they're playing for a playoff position too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chicken
He's still looking for tickets.
I mean, that's definitely not a lie,
Hey,
but
the tickets is one thing. Getting the flight over there, that's another thing. So,
that's nothing. That's just a flight to rally.
No, you can fly to Charlotte. So,
You can fly to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte's probably the closer.
yeah. I mean, it's in
Charlotte is closer.
It is. It is. In Charlotte,
But
I know.
they just tend to be cheaper.
Oh, yeah, true.
Fuck, that's tough.
Go with your heart.
No. Is Stroud starting? Is he still gone?
Last I checked,
Nope,
he is out this week
He's
as well.
out.
Yeah,
Out.
Gotta go Cleveland because that was gonna be my decision maker right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Always got to rely on someone else.
Yeah, Stroud out. I'm actually going with Cleveland on this one. So,
See,
Yep.
it's a smart pick, Rob. Stupid.
Stroud was out last week and they won
Dude, fuck
over
you.
the Titans.
Fuck you. DJ, who you picking?
Well, JC, I'm trying to answer. Those
That
laughter.
was a joke of the podcast.
Away my
man.
answer.
Jesus. I
I
apologize.
I'm
Sorry.
taking the Browns because while the Texans beat the Titans without Stroud, they're not going to do that.
Again,
to the
you got to
Browns.
bring this shit up. God
You okay? Sorry.
All right.
That just one. It's only one time.
All right.
I'm done now.
Better be. All right. Sunday late afternoon games start off with a minority matchup. It's Phil's Jags going into Tampa to take on Rob's Buccaneers.
Hell yeah, Rob's Baker Mayfield Buccaneers.
So-
Let's go.
Phil
Let's
and
go,
Rob will be-
Jacksonville.
Phil and Rob will be picking this one last. So we'll start with Nori. Nori is taking the Jags. Chicken Wing, who you picking?
So update, the lowest tickets I found were $50, gentlemen. They are nosebleeds and they're resale. But I'm also picking the Jags on this one.
All right. With the way the Jags have been playing recently, the way Tampa's playing, I'm going with Tampa. They're like the hot hand right now. And I don't like Baker Mayfield either. OU sucks, but he's playing great. So,
Nice.
all right, Phil, start with your Jags. You're on the road. This is a Florida battle.
It's a trap game for us, for sure.
Yeah.
But,
Aren't they all now?
yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
Doesn't help
yeah,
myself.
it seems that way.
Well,
The games we should win, we aren't winning. So, yeah. I'm going with the Jags, but I'm not confident at all anymore. Like I said, better than 50% chance we don't make the playoffs, and this game is one of our toughest that we have left.
All right, Rob.
Jags.
You don't have any confidence in the Bucs,
Nope.
especially after them beating Green Bay.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
All right.
They beat Green Bay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Green
that's
Bay's been
it.
Playing pretty good. Just saying.
And no.
All right. You really hate Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I'll get you a Longhorn jersey to compliment that.
Nice.
All right. Moving on. Arizona at Chicago. Is anybody taking the Cards on this one?
I don't know, man, because they're both playing for a draft
No.
pick, which means one of them has to win,
One of them has to win, right?
right?
Unless they
Bears aren't playing. Bears
So-
aren't playing for a great. I mean, they're up getting the top three.
But for Harrison Jr., I don't know, man. I don't know. Like they'd have to lose on purpose to get Harris. I don't know. I can't pick this game, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Well, you have to. It's kind of the
You gotta
point of the
pick. That's kind of.
podcast.
the whole-
I know, but I'm not.
missing of this,
so-
of this shit.
Fuck.
We'll go in order. Rob.
Yes. I'm taking
Nice.
the. God, I don't want to pick either one. I'm gonna take
See?
Chicago.
That's what I'm
I'm gonna take Chicago. I'm gonna take Chicago.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Nori's taking Chicago as well. Phil.
I'm taking Chicago as well, but this is the third game that should just
Just not be on
Disappear.
TV.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's on the schedule. Chicken Wing, your turn.
I'm going with Phil's Chicago Bears.
All right. I'm going with Chicago as well. DJ.
I am also going with Chicago.
Okay. I think DJ was checking the Call of Duty patch there to make sure. So. All right. Well, DJ, you're picking this next one first because your Cowboys are on the road again, this time to Miami. What say you, sir?
DJ.
Here's the thing.
I think he's sulking. I think he really was sulking right there.
So defeated right now.
No, I was really considering all my life choices at this particular moment. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the Cowboys go to Buffalo and get absolutely obliterated right after they obliterate the Eagles, but it was because they were at home. I don't like the Cowboys' chances in this game. You're going up against a team. We aren't great at defending the run, and you're going up against an offense that is top 5 in total offense, top 5 in rush. Tyreek Hill is scheduled to play. I mean, obviously, if something changes, that would definitely help us out. But at this point, he's scheduled to come back in this game. That doesn't help our chances. Yeah, I think until Dallas shows me they can play well on the road, I don't trust them. I'm taking Miami.
All right. Well, first of all, Tyreek Hill should play. He's about to have his 3rd kid this year with 3 different women. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw that news. So
I
That's
did.
fine. He makes
did-
multi-million
I did
dollars.
not.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I mean, he's good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
He's
Congratulations to his
virile young man right there.
yeah,
newest addition.
a bunch
Yeah.
of little fast kids gonna be running around when they grow up. That's for sure. So
He's
No,
gonna
of
have his
course.
own. He's gonna have his own football team. I'm taking Miami.
that's a lot.
He just needs one of them to grow to be able to throw. The other 2 can catch.
Well, he's playing for a higher contract. He's got a lot of child support to pay, so that's for sure. Nori is taking Miami. Phil.
I am taking Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas, I don't think is going to go far in the playoffs because they have consistency problems. Miami is good. There's no question about that. I think I'm projecting them towards number 2 overall seed. But I think Dallas. I think Dallas bounces back from that one.
All right. Jingle.
Hope you're right.
So I'm taking Miami, but also astonishing update. I found tickets.
You found what?
You found
I
tickets.
found tickets lowest $31. I'm getting there, DJ. I'm finding them.
You know, just
Chicken
because
wing,
it's
you
Green
need-
Bay. There's a lot of Green Bay fans coming in town for this one, probably.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to find a new headset, man. That's what you
That's
need.
what you need.
You cut out like every other word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot my work headset. I mean, not my work headset, quote unquote. Sorry, gentlemen.
Gotcha.
I am going with Miami on this one. Dallas has not beat a team with a winning record on the road this year. They are a different team away from AT&T Stadium, and until they show they can dominate on the road as much as they do at home, I'm going to take Miami.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many winning teams has Miami beat this year? That's a good question.
1 or 2?
Because I remember at the beginning of the
2.
season they weren't winning too many of them against
Yeah.
winning teams. And Dallas ain't no
They're
slouch.
good now, so
Yeah.
you know.
All right. That's why I'm picking Dallas though, because Dolphins haven't when they get tested, they break.
Technically
I hope
zero.
that happens again.
Technically 0, that's true, but something's got to give
There
here,
you
right?
go. Yep.
This game's going to be a tie. Swear to God. All right.
Should I take it?
Sunday night game is on NFL Network. The Patriots at the Broncos.
You don't need
Potentially
me
the
to ask.
first time Belichick could be coaching against a future division opponent if he ends up going to the Chargers. We'll see. So, Rob, what you got on this one?
The Broncos.
Is
Yeah.
anybody taking the Patriots? I guess I
Question mark?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Here's the only
No.
thing. I'm
What's that?
pretty sure the Broncos have a terrible in prime time. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You can
That's
just
the only
stop
thing I
it.
could choke them
It's
up.
terrible. Not even in.
I was going to say
Yeah,
the Patriots
well-
is terrible though, so it's like
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's
the
the only thing I
Patriots
could
are
choke them
terrible
up.
always, for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, so I'm picking Broncos, but that's like the only if they lose, that's what's happened. It's like that's the Broncos. They just choke as soon as they get on national TV. Remember how boring those Thursday night games were last year? They had the Broncos play like 2 or 3 of them, and they're just like miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were. Well, I mean, they were trash at the beginning of this season, but they were trash all last season. So yes, I remember. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I'm still taking them, but that I don't know. Let's see if that's a curse. Primetime games for them.
The night game in the Mile High City, so we'll see. All right, and then Monday, Christmas Day, a triple header starting at noon on CBS. The Raiders at the Chiefs. And my God, the point spreads on these games. The Chiefs are favored by 10. Is anybody taking the Raiders to win an Arrowhead?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, they put up that many points because they were playing the Chargers. They will not do that to the Chiefs.
But if they do, I swear to God, they can take 2 victory laps around the stadium like they did that one year. I swear. So.
Yeah. Funny.
Well, if they do, Patrick Mahomes might need a whole box of tissues because he's going to be crying the whole ride home.
We were offsides, I swear. All right. Giants at Eagles. Nori is taking the Eagles.
Hey, so are the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm just sure. Is there?
That's correct.
Anybody taking the Giants?
Yep.
Nah.
Nope. Not in this game. When they go to New York, yes. Right now, no.
You realize right now, if the Giants win, Nori's going to have DeVito canonized.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys,
Oh God.
Yeah, we do.
Don't
We
think
do.
Completely. Yeah.
Every Giants fan.
Future Hall of Famer if they
Oh, yeah.
if they win this game.
I mean, at this point, we're pretty sure he's Catholic, so this would be the third miracle, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Nori will be
Right?
Italian.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. That's good shit, Rob.
Nori's gonna be eating like spaghetti, fettuccine, or some shit on the podcast next week. Well,
Hey, Michael, what's the cheapest ticket you found?
31.
Okay, beat me.
all right. Finally, the big one. They saved this for Christmas Day evening on ESPN. Baltimore at San Francisco, a potential Super Bowl preview. Chicken wing. What do you got?
Niners. Fuck all. Fuck all y'all. Niners.
What? You heard what I said? Niners too?
You don't. We haven't even picked yet. Why would you
No.
say?
No, fuck all y'all. Because y'all are hating. Y'all gonna be like, fuck the Niners. Go Ravens. I know it. I feel it.
Okay.
What?
No.
I would never say that.
Well, let's see if
I've-
that's what everybody
I've never
says.
said it.
So we'll start with Rob. What do you say?
Fuck the Niners, go Ravens.
Knew it. Hater.
Nori is probably just gonna say fuck chicken wing, but he's gonna pick the Niners on this one.
Yeah.
Phil.
Sounds about right.
Fuck the Niners, go Ravens.
Yes. Yes. Let the hate flow.
All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Screw both teams, but I'm picking the Niners because they have been playing much better recently than the Ravens have. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
DJ.
Fuck Mike, but I'm still picking the Niners.
Okay.
I respect it. I do.
All right.
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly.
There it is.
I still think this will be the Super Bowl, though. That's my guess.
I have a feeling too right now. Yeah, this is shaping up to be that. So.
I'm gonna leave it like this. The winner of this loses the Super Bowl, so go Niners.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I'll take that L. That's fine.
All right.
I'll sure as shit take that L. Just so I can get that 6 ring over DJ. Fuck you. Fuck you, DJ. I'm all about big
You're not
picture.
going to win. But you're not going to win it.
I'm going to fucking Greece. I'm gonna buy Rob his fucking gift that's not from Egypt. Fuck you, Rob. All right. And then DJ, I'll get you something. I don't know. I mean, not DJ.
There's
JC.
a lot of hatred there. Like,
JC,
Get him-
I'll get you a shot glass or
The
something.
Baker Mayfield creamsicle.
Ooh. Out of hatred and spite, I should. I'm going to
I
Amazon
really
right now.
thought you were already going to do that. Yeah, I thought you were already getting that scheduled.
No,
for delivery.
I wanted to, but
Like overnight.
He's waiting to see if Baker Mayfield wins the Super Bowl. That's what he's waiting.
no, I'm waiting to see if Baker Mayfield gets to the playoffs. Then I'm definitely going to get that. So week 1 of the playoffs. So
no.
Yeah. Got a shot.
Nope. Somehow Atlanta's going to come back, right, and win the division. Yeah.
nah.
Could
What
you
about
imagine?
Yeah.
maybe the Saints? Yeah, maybe the Saints. Yeah.
So, what if Baker Mayfield wins the Super Bowl, Rob? What happens to your feelings then?
I think we said if that happens, Rob would get a creamsicle Baker Mayfield jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd have to. If you win the Super
but
Bowl,
what-
I mean, you don't really have a choice, dude. You have to.
Yeah,
You have to get it.
Do you convert? Are you We love Baker
mean-
Mayfield.
No,
I mean,
I'd like to do that.
no, I will gladly go
Which-
buy a Tampa Bay Buccaneer championship hat. Maybe Mike Evans
I mean,
jersey.
we're talking about
He's gonna get the T-shirt that has the whole roster listed and just cross Baker Mayfield's name out on it. That's probably what
we're
he
talking about a franchise whose only Super Bowl is under Tom Brady.
did. Wrong.
Wrong.
No, that's not true.
That's right. That's right. You're right. You're right.
They
It was,
have
what's
two.
his face?
Yeah.
Bald dude. What's his name?
One sap. Dilfer.
No,
Dover.
Dilfer.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
Yeah. So
But Warren Sapp was better than Dilfer.
well,
no, I was talking about quarterbacks.
Awesome.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I guess yeah.
memorable. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. I got you.
Okay. So truth be told, if you were to win, I would just quit watching football.
And
College
we have the
included?
Sports Minorities podcast for soccer. Got it. All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I'll start the
The MLS.
watch the Champions League and the MLS and
Hockey.
International-
We can talk
international-
Hockey. You want to talk hockey? Shit.
international soccer is about to become a big thing again. World Cup right around the corner.
That's the only time I really follow it personally. But yeah, so
There's always the XFL.
that's true.
I can start supporting the Kraken once again.
I mean, they're looking pretty good this year.
They're
I'll say
looking pretty
that.
good. So yeah.
Fucking assholes because they eliminated the Avalanche last year.
Hey, sucker.
Kiss my ass. All right. Rob and I gotta hate each other again, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nothing
Thank-
new.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast. Next week we'll recap how we did in week 16, make some predictions for week 17, and following week after that, final playoff machine, final picks. We'll see if any one of us is eliminated from possibly winning our pick set for the week. So
Don't
Wait,
forget
haven't
to
you already
save.
been eliminated? Oh no, it's just the Titans.
no.
Damn.
He went there.
Damn. You know, JC. Do you know JC? Before I say anything, let me just go ahead and let Phil know that even though he's rubbing it, I'm gonna make sure that when I win, I'll rub it in his face that he gave me the W. All right.
You know what? If you win,
Me.
only rub it
hey.
in his face only, so he understands how
Your team already
bad
beat
of a
me
winner
this
you
year.
are. So
I will.
Your team already beat me this year.
No. I'm talking about the pick'ems.
yeah,
Oh. That's
Yeah, there's-
that's not even. That's
There's
not
a
even
reason why that rule is here.
consideration.
yeah.
It's not going to happen
Yes.
though.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too concerned.
Don't forget to save your picks.
Please don't save.
They've already
your
been
picks. There needs
saved.
to be a chance,
Sake.
you know. So
They've already been saved.
I need Phil to
This is
drink next
Phil.
week.
Phil, if Mike wins, I just want you to understand what happens after that is all your fault. I want you to understand that.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yes.
I mean, you guys will have to have an intervention for me.
We will.
Oh, there's gonna be it's gonna be a very
We'll
deep
do
intervention.
we'll throw.
JC, I want you to know
A few episodes.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this week into fantasy and go off in the championship game. You're welcome. I will do that.
about championship game. I'm not even in the playoffs.
I am.
I know you are. I'm in
That's
the
right, ho.
consolation, so what are we talking about? In my league?
And then in your league.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who you
And I will save us in the Vampire League as I eliminate Rob this weekend.
Oh,
That way we don't have to worry about next weekend.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I will save us.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Chicken Wing is in the semifinals. Nori also in the semifinals. If they both win their matchups, they'll be playing against each other. Yeah.
As Destiny should bring it out to. Yes. You're welcome.
Let's see.
Oh my God.
The Oracle is here, boys.
Why are you whispering?
Because he's stupid.
I don't know. I'm just excited to be back. That's
All right. And Rob and DJ are playing each other for 5th place in my league, by the way. Too. Throw that out.
Congratulations on 5th place. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
GG's.
GG's.
I'm shaking your hand virtually, so
Alright.
it's all good.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Fist bump.
I'm
Virtual
sorry.
fist bump. There you go.
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
Play for the number one pick.
Got it.
I gotta take out Bill Cosby sleepers. That is a great fantasy football name, by the way. So
Oh, also on that Miami Dallas game,
Mhm.
Mostert is questionable. Did not practice
Uh-oh.
today.
Roll.
He'll be fine. Game time decision. He'll be all right.
Along with Tyreek, Devon, I don't even know how to say his name, Akane.
Kine.
Is he questionable too?
Well, none of them practiced today or on Wednesday.
Oh shit! Well, hold on.
That's just Wednesday
I'm
practice.
gonna keep my eyes on that. I'm keeping my eyes on that. If they don't play, I'm switching that fucking pick. But if they play, then I'm leaving it right where it is. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean they said they're good, should be good to go, but I mean that's never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you again, everyone, for listening. I'm JC, your resident proud Titans fan, playoffs or not. Joining me this week were
The Oracle. I'm here to stay. Acknowledge me.
No.
The true Lions fan, Rob, signing off. Later.
Baker Mayfield's great.
You can rot.
Okay, that's taking it too far, DJ. Just watch it.
All right. Okay, what? I've offended two people. My sincerest and deepest apologies. Not really, though.
Not really.
This is DJ, Cowboys fan. Cowboys, I understand I didn't pick you to win this week. If you prove me wrong, that will be phenomenal, and I really hope you can do it. But I guess we'll reconvene next week, and we'll find out if I'm happy or if I was sad once again.
This is Phil. Second place due to getting a 0 score in one of our weeks. So enjoy first place while it lasts.
I'll be enjoying it all the way through week 18.
I'm one game out with a zero week. So I don't feel too confident for you sitting right now.
That's okay. All I need is an inch. A win's a win. A win's a win.
One perfect week and 1 0 week.
Actually, Phil, you know what? I was wrong. All I need is a yard. Sorry, JC.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
shots fired. Wow.
All the Titans hate. I don't understand what's going on here. I only said one. I mean, Mike's just going nuts. But you know what? I guess he's got to make up for the fact that he skipped last week's episode.
I told you. I'm bitter. I'm coming for all of you.
All right. Well, that being said, fuck the Niners, go Ravens. Thank you for listening, everyone. We'll catch you next week on the Sports Minority Podcast. Later.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities, search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Shots fired.
So are we really going to have the segregation bowl starting next year with Rashad Mendenhall?
I'm all for it.
Okay, I said it already, and I'll say it again. There is something wrong with him, and I'm talking intellectually. The picture that was posted by Nori, yes, but there are so many other players we could add to that. Christian McCaffrey, for example. Just toss him right in there.
Yeah.
Question is, where do they? What about our halfers? Like, where do they go?
Flip a coin, Rob.
Okay, so I saw on the podcast that Patrick Mahomes time. Oh shit, my fault. I heard that Patrick Mahomes is the all-time QB. So I guess it works for both sides.
The funny part about that, and somebody made a TikTok about this, by the way. They did what it would look like when it was an all black versus all white squad. They're looking at the coach of the all white. All right, who do we have on these positions? They get to cornerback, and all they have is Ryan Gosling from Remember the Titans, because there has no white cornerbacks in the NFL right now.
That's true.
I mean, that is true, though.
That's funny.
So defensively, there might be an issue. Offensively, there won't be any problems.